Hey everybody, it's Margaret. Welcome to my channel, Texas Gal Treasures. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the things that have sold for me over the last week. And I am live, so hello everybody if you're watching live. If you're watching later, I'd love to invite you to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And hit that notification bell if you're interested in catching me live. I normally do this at 3, but I did start a teeny bit early, so sorry if you were hoping to catch me right at 3. I did start a little bit early today. So, all right. So basically, if you're new here, hi, I'm Margaret. I'm a reselling homeschooling mom that flips things on eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, Mercari to help support my family. And I try to make about $200 a week on these platforms so that I can, so it usually equals out to about $1,000 a month to supplement all the other pieces of income because I have multiple streams of income coming in. So that is part of it. And so that's what I do. So there are lots of other, I talk about this, there are a lot of other people that bring in a lot bigger numbers, but that's okay because everybody has a different business model. So this is mine and it's what works for us. As I said, I homeschool, so it's a juggling act, a constant juggling act. Yeah, so I did meet my goal this week. Barely. I squeaked it in, but there are weeks that usually go over. There are some that go under. So it always ends up equaling or evening out at the end. So I'm okay with it. Squeaking out just past the $200 mark. I actually have a few sales that I could have included because they did happen before the video, but I like play a little game with myself called if it's not shipped, it's not sold. So I haven't shipped those out yet, so I didn't want to count them in today's video. Also, another question I get a lot is, do I do free shipping? And the answer to that is no. So the numbers I will share are not included shipping. The shipping is paid on top of that. And these are the gross sales. I haven't taken out the fees and stuff, so I'll estimate that for you. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. And I have started StreamYard, so I get to pop up comments and all kinds of fun stuff. Hi, Fine Age Finds. Thanks for being here. Hello, hello. Let's see. Got lots of friends in the chat. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Okay, so the only thing is, like, I like when I did it before, I could like split the screen where it was like half me, half the sold item. But now it's like either I'm really big and the sales are like smallish, or I'm really small. I need to be bigger, but I don't know how to adjust that. Maybe there's a way to adjust it, but I don't know. Okay, so let's start with Mercari. I had 2 sales on Mercari. And I see you guys in the chat. I'm going to come talk more in the chat. So at the end, so if you have any questions and stuff, just make sure to pop them in there, and I will come and talk in a minute. Okay, so I may have mentioned this before. I know I have. A friend of mine gave me 9 big long boxes of comics, and so I've been really busy taking pictures and listing those. I still have a ton more to do, but I got about 100 of them done. And I'm comicked out. So now I'm going back to taking pictures of jewelry for a while. Then I'll come back to comics. But they've been selling. And some of them, it's just like, you know when you list something and you know you might have listed it too low because it sold too fast. I had 2 of that this week. But that's okay because it's all profit because these were all just given to me. So it's all profit, right? So hopefully the person who got them is happy as well. So first up, this is not one of those that sold for less or for, I don't know. I was happy with this sale. So this is Infinity Gauntlet, and these are, let's see, Marvel Infinity Gauntlet 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lot. You might ask yourself, but Margaret, why didn't you include number 1 in that? The number 1 issue sells by itself for a lot of money. So I wanted to sell the number 1 issue solo, and then sell the next in the series for more, because some people are just looking for the first one. The only reason I know this is just from when I was doing my research. I saw a lot of lots built up like this. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go that route. And it worked out. So this one sold for $48, which is good. Next up, this Minecraft creeper sold. And, oh, I have my, hang on. I have my spreadsheet that has all of my numbers somewhere. There it is. Okay. I've got to get it squared away. There we go. Okay. So this sold for $18 on Mercari. And this is one of those things like I'll get things when they're on sale or any kind of toys that are new in box generally do well. And this was one of the first seasons that came out. So I had a feeling that maybe it would increase in price, but it's okay. It was so-so. Hi, everybody. I do see you. I'm going to come in the chat in a second. Anyway, so those are my Mercari sales. I do have a couple sales. Again, if they haven't shipped yet, I haven't sent them out. Also, I had a sale on Bonanza, and I totally forgot to ship it out till today because I never get sales on Bonanza. So, again, that one's not, I didn't count it today, but I was like, I saw it, and I was like, oh, my gosh, I can't believe I forgot to ship it. So it's packaged up over there now. Better late than never. This is one of the sales that I think I listed for too low. It sold so fast. And it's a bag from a comic book store. It's hang on, let me slide this over. Marvel Annuals cards. That's what these cards are. Like, I guess there would be annual, I don't even know what this is. They're cards. They're collectible cards. So I lotted it up with this bag from it's like a Marvel bag. I guess it was at a comic book store. You know, you put your comic in it when you buy your comic book. Oh, I'm still big. Hang on. I didn't realize I was still big. Okay. So this sold almost immediately. And it sold, where'd it go? It was like $10, but still. Where did they go? Darn it. Oh, yeah. Okay. So $10 for the bag and these cards. I think I sold it too cheap because it sold so fast. But once again, it is not, it was, you know, I didn't pay anything for it. So I have my friend Christina to thank for the sale. So that was good. I just thought it's a bag. Oh, well. So there's that. All right, so this sold for $10. That's on Etsy. I got this Lowenbrow München. I'm sure I'm butchering that. This is a big stein, and it was fairly large. It didn't have the lid anymore, but I got this in the bins, the Goodwill Outlet Bins, and it was 10 cents because at my Goodwill Outlet, the breakables, anything glass breakable, it's 20 items for $1.99. And so this was considered a breakable. So it averaged out to be 10 cents a piece. So this, where did it go? Boop, 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 boop. This sold for $20. So from 10 cents into $20, I'll take that any day. Hello. Okay, I see y'all in the chat. I will definitely be back. Keep your questions coming if you've got them. So more comics sold. This is a Wolverine lot, 1, 2, and 3. And this Wolverine lot sold for $30 on Etsy. So very cool. Wolverine, you are my sweetie, sweetie Wolverine. Da, 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 Wolverine. Okay, we'll move on. So this is a little kinetic creatures motor kit. So what this was, I got this at a garage sale for $1. And basically it was just the motor piece. So if you had like all the other bits to make an elephant or giraffe, then this is the motor part that you could get. Now, the problem was this company is still in existence, but the site was sold out of the motor part. So you could get the animals and all that, but you couldn't get the motor. And I couldn't find the motor for sale anywhere else. So I put the motor up for sale at $28. And it took a little while to sell because I think it was more than what even it was on the original site. But because it was something that wasn't available anymore or sold out, I figured somebody would be willing to pay for the motor so that they could get their elephant walking, right? So what was I going to say? Oh yeah, and I might get a question. I'm anticipating a question about, well, this isn't vintage, Margaret. How can you sell this on Etsy? Well, on Etsy, you can sell things that are vintage and handmade, but you can also sell supplies. And that includes supplies to make other things. And this, I would think, would be considered a supply because you'd have to use this to make your whatever you want to walk, make it walk, or whatever else it does. So there's that. Hello, Dizzy Angie. Hi, Purple Lydia. Purple Lydia. Okay, next. Oh dear, I clicked the wrong button. There we go. There. On Etsy, I also sold this. This is a, oh, what is it? I forgot what it was called again. It's a spiral shell hand puppet snail conch shell plush. So it did have a tag, and the tag was Best of Barbados. And I looked it up, and this snail apparently goes with a story and a book and all of this stuff. And the book was written long ago enough that I was like, it could be vintage. The tag might have had a date on it. I felt comfortable putting it on Etsy. So it was either because either the book was written before 2000 or there was some reason where I was like, okay, I think I could put this on Etsy safely. So this plush hand puppet of a snail I got at the bins. And so it was definitely less than a pound. So it was maybe 50 cents or so. And it sold for $25. $25. Okay, I see your questions. I'll be back in the chat in just a minute. All right, this is one that I am kicking myself that it sold so fast. These are my eBay sales. Here we go. So this is the Mighty Marvel. You can't really see because I'm zooming in and it's popping it off. Mighty Marvel holiday wish list. And it's printed on like newsprint, like newspaper paper. It's clearly something that was meant for some kid to like decide which comic books he wanted or what was coming out in the year, and you know, kind of have a little checklist of what he's going to get, you know, holiday wish list, right? And it was just probably a promo item thrown into your bag at the comic book store. So I found a couple of them, but not a ton of them. And so I listed it for $33 and it sold within the hour that I listed it. It was so fast. There was another thing that I listed at the same time that's like what is it? It was like an X-Men trivia book. It was the same kind of deal where it was like printed on newsprint, but it was like X-Men trivia kind of deal that you would just play with your friends, right? See how many you got right. And I couldn't find any like that at all. I found zero. And so I put it up for $1,000. I was like, forget it. Okay, I put it for $1,000 with offers. So I figured people could send me offers because I had no idea what it was worth. And I was like, well, it could be worth $1,000. There's none of them that I can find anyway. So there's that. I'll talk more about comics because I'm learning a lot about comics. I'll just have to say, as I'm going through all of this, definitely learning a lot about comics. All right, next up, this is another item that, let me see, I think I got this in the bins too. Hang on, I can look at my notes. Note to self, yeah, the B right there stands for bin. So I got this crab and then a seahorse as well, but the crab is what sold. So this is like a wooden crab decor. Got it at the bins. Definitely didn't weigh $1. Super lightweight. So maybe paid $1 for it. And this crab sold for $30. Cool crab decor. Okay, so this was also in with all the comics and stuff. It is a promotional like fold out poster for Animal Man. And it says, I think it says evolve or die. I can't really, yeah, evolve. Excuse me. I can't get this to stop grabbing onto it. Okay, so that was, again, in with all the comic stuff. I mean, it was so long, it was hard for me to get pictures. So you can see my table and my light, and they're horrible pictures, I know. But I did what I had to do to take the pictures of it. I will say I cropped out this part down below so you can't see my carpet underneath. I was like, I am not vacuuming for this thing. So this sold for $15. And then another comic lot. So this was Marvel Superheroes Secret Lot. Again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because the first one can sell for more by itself. And so this one I took an offer of $20 on. So there's that. I will say, while I'm talking about comics, while I got like 9 long boxes of comics, I've probably given away at least 3 or 4 full boxes worth, because some are not worth a ton. I could definitely have lotted them up and waited just like a big stack of Batman comics or a big giant stack of Superman comics or something like that, and sold that for like $10 or something, because there's a ton of comics that are out there that are not worth a ton. So it's definitely a learning process, and I looked every single one of them up. And then if there were a series, I would look to see, like, is this series, even if I lot up these 20, would they be worth me selling? So it took a lot. There was a lot of research going into it for sure. And as I'm going, I'm learning more about condition and things like that. There's a Spider-Man one that I have up right now that I've gotten so much interest on. I'm considering raising the price on it, but I've had so many people asking for other pictures. Let me see pictures of the staples. Are the staples rusty? You know, or I need to see pictures of the edges, and are they bent or anything like that? So, yeah, there's that. I may just need to go raise the price on that, because I've had so much interest in that one particular, this one Spider-Man I've got. I think I have it for $75. Pardon. Okay, let me come say hey in the chat. I have a drinking problem. I'm spilling on myself. It's not a meal unless I've spilt something, or a drink apparently. All right, let me come scroll back up and see if there were any questions and say hello and all this fun stuff. I hope you all are doing very well. I'm missing thrifting so bad. I'm just gonna say, I have days where it's just terrible and I miss it so bad. Hi, Brenda, how are you doing? But yeah, so, okay, I'm seeing lots of hellos and saying hello to each other. I'm so glad. I'm looking, Dizzy Angie's there. Hello, hello. And let me know also, I had some interest. I did the speed dating video, which was super fun. And so I'm thinking about doing another one. Cat, can y'all handle that, cat? Okay. Like the cat suddenly on a meow mission. Let's see. Finds of yesterday said, yeah, I bought some Minecraft figures after Christmas 2018. They're finally starting to sell. Guess the price is finally low enough for them. Yeah. It was some that I picked up thinking like, oh, when the next series comes out, you know how it is. And the collectors, probably if I stuck them up in my closet and waited till my kids were like 37, they'd be worth a lot more money. But 'tis the season of the pandemic and I can't get out to thrift, and people are buying toys and games and things for their kids. So, So, Fern says, I'm new to trying to list jewelry. I need help. Oh, good. I have lots of videos. Tell me what you need help with, and I've got more videos in the pipeline for sure. And Joy says she got her Presidium gem tester today. Yay! I did finally get mine calibrated, so that's good. Yeah, Fern says, I don't think it's calibrated correctly. I can't find the booklet. And it doesn't teach you how to calibrate it. I figured it out by trial and error. The company recommends you mail it into them for them to calibrate and send it back to you. But I was like, if I'm going to send it in, I might as well try to do it myself. And it takes it takes time. And Fern, I do have a separate video I did a while back that is, the whole video is just me calibrating the thing, talking about how I calibrate it. And it just, you gotta fiddle with it. It's very finicky, but once you get it, it's good. And once you're not afraid to try to calibrate it, and you get past that, then it's not. It's like, okay, I know how to kind of mess with that in here. It's fine. So it's all good. Joyce says, watch my technical difficulties post. Yeah, I was gonna. It went all wonky right in the middle of a video, but that happens live. Hi. Doug says, I saw a large case of comic books in our local Goodwill store last week. I immediately thought they were $1.99 each, but I passed. Yeah, I would. I probably would have too, unless I knew like these are for sure ones that I'm looking at that I know, because there are some that are up on eBay that are selling for like $1 or something, like, or less even. So honestly, I'm not one that usually says I'm blessed, but I was blessed with all of these comics from a friend. So I was very grateful for that. Definitely. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, Saturn. I don't have it handy, but she says I use a little screwdriver. I have a little screwdriver. Yeah. Let's see. Heather's true. She says comic book people are very particular. It is so. I feel like I take good pictures and I give good information about like the condition of stuff, but comics are a very finicky area, and the collectors are like, can you take a picture? And I don't want to take them out because they're in really good condition. Somebody even said, if you had to guess on the grade, what grade would you give it? I'm like, I'm not even going to try. I'm not going to go there. Like, I can take all the pictures you want, but I can't tell you. I'm so not comfortable with that, grading them. So, Mary's there. Hey, Mary. Mary's in the chat. Cha. I need maracas for when Mary's in the chat. Oh, but you know what I can do? Hang on. Here we go. We can give you a panda. Mary's in the chat. There you go. Okay. Lydia says, are you possibly doing a video with your comics? I am not. That's the thing. Like, I wouldn't want anyone to get the idea that I possibly know very much about comics. I feel like I'm learning a lot, and I'm learning that condition is really important, and that crisp, clean edges and corners and everything is really important. But yeah, I mean, maybe once they're gone. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't know what to. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do with that. I could show them and say, I lay this stuff before you. I'm changing the word. Pagan says, I'm so proud of $1,000. I hope I get it. I should go and look and see how many people I have, if I have anybody watching the item. Because it is just like a little newsprint. I'm going to go look and see real fast while see if I can share that. Of course, everything is slow right now. All of the things are going slow. Fern says, mine doesn't have a little screwdriver spot. Oh dear, on your Presidium gem tester. I don't know then. I don't know. Hello, Trish Harrison. Thanks for being here live. Yeah. Okay, I'm looking. I know I saw some more. Thelma asked. Hi, Thelma. She says, have you thrown any up on Amazon? I had one for $100 a couple years ago. I haven't been selling on Amazon, and I know I can, but I haven't. So it's definitely something for me to consider. Just one more thing. Are y'all going back to school? Have they decided yet? Are they still just waiting to see? I'm so nervous. I'm not even teaching anymore, and I'm so nervous for teachers and everybody going back to school. Oh my gosh. Okay, my chat just jumped big time. Where'd it go? I'm looking back for where. Now it's gone. I was looking for the one that I just shared. There it is. Okay. So Mary says, raise your price if you can raise the price. Yes. Michelle says, we have a ton of Star Trek comics. Gold key to move out of the house, but I'm too chicken to put them on eBay. Nice. I'm finding that a lot of the Marvel ones are doing well. Like a lot of the ones that I had were like Batman, Ghost Rider. A lot of those were not doing so well. There were a few, there were a handful that were yeah. So it's just I have to look up every single one. Lydia says, gosh, that's good to know. Hubby just found a box of comics that we need to start listing, still doing. Yeah. And now I'm like, well, I probably could have lotted them up and still made a good profit on them, but it's a lot. And I'm just a one-woman show. I don't have anybody helping me or like taking pictures or researching for me. So there's only so much time in the day, you know, definitely. Then Tiger Liz says you should go thrifting on off days, like before half day off or something like. Yeah, I can't get out right now though. Karen says, yeah, I saw Austin is having a rough time with the virus. It's true. I've got 2 friends who their families have it, and one of them has really bad, really bad. So it's scary. It's real. So, good morning from Australia. All right, I'm looking. Superhero Girl says, any advice on starting the list on Mercari? I haven't looked into it much. Basically, do eBay, Poshmark, and some Etsy. I've had more sales on Mercari than on Poshmark. I'll say that much. Mercari's pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward. The fees are lower than Poshmark's. And I don't know. I've just been putting stuff up. I don't really respond to like when people say, like it'll say, you know, so-and-so is not interested, but they'll say like they put this in there, they liked it and they want you to send an offer. But I don't do all of that. I just don't have time. So, but I get a couple sales a week on Mercari. Maybe I would get more if I listed more, but definitely. Let's see. I'm looking. Yeah, Tiger Lily, the virus is really bad in Houston right now. Big time. Friends and Yes says, be careful with the shipping on Mercari. In the beginning, the shipping was a little confusing. Yeah, I don't do free shipping, and I know they default to that, so you've got to make sure you get in there and change that because, yeah. Sherry says, my husband sells comics and sports cards. We've only once found a comic book at Goodwill that was worth anything. Yeah, I feel like just like with music, there are people that know a whole lot about records and music and what will sell, like Jason does. And then again with comics, and I just don't. But if I'm given a big box, I'm not afraid to do the work. So I'll dive in. Uh-oh, I caught something. Was the panda wearing a coconut bra? You totally missed our bra, or our sports bra discussion yesterday, Mary. It was funny. Okay. Darn it, it just jumped again. Okay, there's that. I know I saw that that one. Oh yeah, Sherry's saying, on a side note, if you have any Mike Trout's rookie cards, now it's time to sell. Wow, your husband sold 3 for about $2,800. That's another thing with baseball cards or sports cards. Is he a baseball? Is Mike Trout baseball? I don't even know. This is how little I know about sports. I'm learning more. So, Joyce says, my closest Goodwill is moving to a new location only 2 miles away. I hope they start jewelry sales again. Yeah, the Goodwills here in the Austin area don't sell jewelry, really. They sell like this cheap stuff, not stuff that people has donated. The Savers does, which is nice, and then like the smaller like charity shops do. In Houston, they did. I don't know if they still do. Thelma says, we don't know. Very likely phase in online first. Yeah. You got to keep everybody safe. That's so stressful. I don't even, like I said, I don't even teach anymore, and I'm stressed out for y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay. Bethany. Maybe general. Are you asking about the comic book stuff? Maybe a general one that shows where you went to start research. That way you won't give away. I will give away secrets. I'm good about that. I'm not a good secret keeper. Just saying. No, yeah. As far as the comics, I just type it in on eBay, or I use my phone and I take a picture of the cover, and then eBay pulls up that cover of all of the ones that are listed, so I can kind of see what's up there. So that's basically all I've done. And then sometimes I'll just type it in and I'll search. Yeah. And then, yeah. So Alex says, I have some comics. I think I'm going to throw on Mercari and see if they sell. If they won't sell individually, I'll try to lot them all together. Yeah, and I've had quite a bit of interest in the comics on Mercari. Y'all, I'm clicking this pen, and I'm sure it's going to drive somebody crazy. I got to put it away. Okay, my son, Tiger Lily says, my son's supposed to have summer marching band. I want to blast the band director. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Governor Abbott thinks the schools won't open for fall after all. From what I understand, then my neighborhood school sent an email out, or like with a poll question, like, would you want everybody to come back to school full time, or would you want to do online school, or are you making other plans for your children? I have a group on, I won't say I have a group, but I have a Facebook group. It's for homeschoolers in Austin, and we're getting a lot of new members. So I think that there's a lot of people kind of getting interested in that, at least until everything settles down. So at least till things settle down. I just saw something in the chat. Something in the chat gets a sassy tassel. I saw that we had a super chat, and now you can't see me. Mildred, you get a sassy tassel, a big pink one. Mildred, thank you for that $19.99 super chat. And the sassy tassel is being really sassy and kind of herky jerky. But thank you for that super chat. Thanks. Okay, I've lost my spot in the chat. Oh dear. And now I've also, there we go. So we were talking about, where were we? Okay, we talked about the rookie card. Okay, we talked about that. Got a bag of magnetics, and eBay. Oh, eBay refused it because there's a recall on the tiny magnets. What are magnetics? Is that like the little building pieces? Like, we have magnetiles that I would sell when I find them, but my kids love magnetiles, and so they still play with them. So we still actually just bought some more new, even though they're crazy expensive. But for my son's birthday, we got some more magnetiles. They play with them, so I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Oh, thanks, Joyce. She says prayers for my friends. One of my friends was turned away from the ER. It was very upsetting. You know, she really wanted to go anyway. Oh, okay. Shelly says, I sold a ton of older Rolling Stone mags a few years ago on eBay. Jimmy Buffett and Stevie Nicks on the cover were big sellers. Good to know. Good to know. So let's see. Again, thank you for that super chat, Mildred. That's very kind. Okay. I hate that I'm not talking, but I'm like trying to make sure. I can't answer you right now. Let's see. John says, "Hi, Margaret. You said you sold a Mexican art piece for a good price. I picked up two 5x7 frame bird pictures that are made with feathers. They looked. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I would just keep Googling or drop a picture in one of the groups. Maybe somebody could help you on Facebook, if you're on Facebook. So let's see. Oh, thanks. Nancy says, I love the chats. I'm learning a lot, maybe more than the pre-recorded videos. Does anyone have any advice selling books? We have a ton need to get rid of before the house sinks. I don't sell as many books as I used to. I used to send them into Amazon, but the fees for storage, long-term storage fees, took a bite. And so I stopped doing that. But I know there are still people that merchant fulfill them, which means that you send them. You can still list them on Amazon and send them. I feel like everything needs to be listed on Amazon. Amazon's just going to take over because I know I'm buying everything on Amazon lately. I am considering, I did buy some dresses on Poshmark, which is the first time I bought anything on Poshmark. But I might do a fashion show for on my other channel with the dresses I bought on Poshmark. Thrifted, plus size, fashion. Clearly I'm not a model, but we'll fake it. Happily faking it, right? So, oh, Mary, what's the fanciness? Mary, I'm using a new, oh gosh, okay, if you've got children, cover their eyes. Fair warning, in 3, 2, 1. I've got something else with sassy tassels. Oh, good, your chat thing covers up the business part of that picture. But why does that look like Paul Giamatti? Anyway, I've got StreamYard now, and so now I can pop up really fun things. When I did a search for tassels, that popped up, and so you get the business end of the tassels there. Yeah. All right. But I'm loving it. The StreamYard is so fun. So, Lee says, would you ever consider a Zoom call for the live watchers? We're talking about doing that for one of, I have the join button where you can become a member of the channel and get extra videos. And so on one of the levels, we were talking about setting up like a monthly, like at the same time, so we all know, and we all can either I'll make a video or we can have like a Zoom call and we can all be on and do that. So I'm thinking about doing that. It would be fun. Yeah. Yeah. And my sister's starting back to school. Andrea says Oregon's the lowest 2% COVID rates. All students will be online. My sister is starting back to school. I hope she doesn't mind me telling, but she's starting back to school to become a nurse, and I'm really excited for her. But as far as she knows, it's back on campus. So I don't know about that. Anyway, so JPGR's mom. My son is a rising 7th grader, so concerned about socialization. Yeah, he'll do online. You know, I mean, we homeschool, and I get the question about socialization a lot, but we have tons of, I mean, not now, but before we did, we saw plenty of people. Depending on where you are, there's definitely a lot of support and people out there that can, that you can play with. The kids can get together, have clubs and things like that. Let's see. Oh, hang on. I have to do something real fast. And it is here. There. I'm putting up Fred Astaire because we got a new member. Lorenda became a member. Thank you. You get my happy dance with Fred and Ginger there. Now I have to figure out how to turn it off. There we go. Yay, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. I appreciate that. Okay, oh dear, now we're talking about more flus. Swine flu? No, no more. Okay, I'm moving past. Autoimmune, yeah, and one of my kids has got respiratory stuff, so I have to be really, 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 really careful. So, yeah. I'm looking through the chat real fast. Mary says, what a magnificent specimen. I will show him to you again later. Maybe I can text him to you, Mare. Maybe I can get that outfit for Al for Christmas. Amber says we need some Channing Tatum with tassels. I wonder if we can make that happen. I don't know if I can find that. Okay, let's see. Susan says she used to sell a ton of books on Amazon, but the last time I checked, they had changed some of the procedures. Yeah, I feel the same way. I would have to learn all over again because it's been so long. Yeah, I'll check my email. we're getting into homeschool territory here. You can read a lot about the classes. Are you talking about OutSchool? Yeah. Let's see. Ah, it just jumped again. Oh, we got a super sticker. Thank you for your $1.99 super sticker. Now I'm going to give you a super sticker. You ready? Let's see. It's a tassel one. How about that? Well, I wish I could make it on the side because now I've got a sassy tassel. So I guess I should sing the sassy tassel song too. Sassy tassel, sassy. Why can't I think of the song when I'm trying to sing it? This is my sassy, sassy tassel song. There. Okay. So I know that we've got, oh, don't worry about the plague. You'll be fine. Just take a round of antibiotics and it should be okay. Yeah. Flipping it with Amy says, like, this is actually, it's a dress. I just need to do a video. This one I think I bought new though, so it won't be in my other one. Oh wait, somebody else became a member. Oh, Lee Blue Monster Thrift Round Rock Lee became a member of the channel. Thank you. And I get to put my happy dance back up. Happy dance. Oh, you can see my arms though. I can do like the King Tut. Oh, that's what I need. King Tut, right? That would be awesome. Thank you so much. Now I've lost my place again. There we go. I'm seeing funny things. Okay. Is there a book you'd recommend for gem and stone identification? My husband will kill me if I bought a Presidium right now. There's not a book that I recommend, but there's a site called Blue Mountain Gems. It's such a good resource that it shares different stones, shapes, cuts. And also they also talk about glass, different like dichroic glass, layer cake. What's it called? Wedding cake. Layer cake is quilting, right? Yeah, so that you can go in like you can fall down the rabbit hole on Blue Mountain Gems, right? That's what it's called. Okay, I got lost doing one thing after another. Halloween costume for Al done. Okay. I just saw something about the plague and then the chat jumped. Oh yeah. Nancy Craig says, bubonic plague never really gone away, especially in prairie dogs. They don't make good pets. Anne says she has the Crystal Bible. Great book. Pardon me. I feel like I've seen that one. Oh, Alex says, can I thank you for not being one of the homeschool moms who judges moms for sending their kids to mainstream school? Not at all. My kids went to school and it wasn't a good fit for them. But for other, if it was, I know lots of kids who do great. And lots of parents who maybe weren't cut out to be homeschool moms. I absolutely did not think I would ever homeschool my children. I taught public school for 14 years. I was like, no, I'm not going to homeschool my children. And even when my eldest was starting in kindergarten asking me to homeschool, I was like, where are you getting this crazy idea? No, absolutely not. And then it ended up being the right choice for us. So there we have it. Yeah. And yeah. So Fine H Fine says, I had good luck with children's books, especially first editions, little golden books. I used to sell a lot more children's books too. Yeah. Flippin' Amy says, I think mine is addressed too, but it's really short. So Fire Mountain Gems, that's what it is. I was like, Blue Mountain Gems? Fire Mountain Gems, that's right. Okay, Lorinda says, stop chewing that, Pancake. Can y'all come get Pancake? He's chewing something I don't want him to chew. Chewing this plastic bag around a comic book. You got him? No, it's okay. It's okay. They've seen Pancake. Thank you, though. Love. Yeah, I have the Presidium Gem Tester, too. That's the one I really like. And it is pricey. I do know. It is pricey, but I really like it a lot. Yeah. So, oh, Anne says, why do we name him Pancake? We named him Pancake because he's sweet and floppy. We think he's part ragdoll. And for whatever reason, when you pick him up, he clearly doesn't want to be picked up, but his body can't help it. And his body's just like flops. And his voice will be like, meow, and clearly saying, no, but then he just like flops there. Like he can't help it. And then he's so fluffy and he's so sweet. Yeah. So we named him Pancake. That was it. That's why. That's my foot over there. Oh, I was going to find to see if how many people were watching that Marvel. What was it? It's X-Men. The X-Men trivia book thing that I have up for $1,000. I have 167 people viewing it, 2 watchers. Okay. It only takes 1. That's all I'm saying. Saturn Girl says we had a dog named Waffles. A friend of mine has a dog named Waffles. She's a cat. One of their animals is named Waffles. Yeah. Okay. Alex says, who needs a gem tester when you have a geologist for a husband? He tells me everything's quartz. It's all quartz. It's really, yeah, I enjoy playing with it for sure, if nothing else. But it did take me time to get where I could get one, But I'm so glad I have it now. But yeah, it was definitely an investment in my business. Oh, thank you, Saturn Girl and Mary are telling everybody thumbs up. That's what I need. I need a thing for thumbs up. The queen will cry if you don't hit the thumbs up button. That's the problem. And you don't want to make the queen cry. Tell me if y'all get sick of these. And if you do, I'll just be like, sorry. They're coming back. They're going to keep coming. Pickle dance. Okay. I think we've hit all of the questions that were in the chat, and we've gotten to the bottom of the chat. But I'm so glad that you guys made it. And I always have a good time when I come on and talk to you. So don't make Her Majesty cry. All right. I hope you guys have a really great afternoon. It's time for me to go make dinner. And I was going to make enchiladas tonight, but the kids said they want quesadillas, which it's way easier. So I'm on board. Have a great evening, everyone. I'll talk to you later. Bye.